Hey guys, what's going on? This is Daryl Addison at Torpedopot.com, Daryl Addison at Torpedopot.com, and you're looking at, these are our pepper planters. Not that they grow specifically peppers, they grow anything, and this time we're growing peppers, and we have jalapeno, we have cayenne, we have Hungarian peppers, and we're going to get a lot of them. Every year, we normally do about 2,000 peppers. We don't have a problem with it. On this plant alone, this one plant itself, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We've got about 10 buds on this one plant. And in this planter, I would say that there's about, maybe about 30, 40 plants in this planter. Now, normally I would come back and thin this up. This is really a dense, very, very dense population that we have in this planter. By the way, these are torpedopots. What they do is that they grow your plants for you with no human intervention. All I did was walk up and drop my pepper seeds inside of this planter, and they've been growing without me having to do anything for this season. As a matter of fact, I added about a 3-12-12 solution supplement to get them kicked off and going great. And right now, they look fantastic. You can even see some of the little peppers on the plants themselves. They are ready to go. So I know I'm going to get a lot of peppers. Now, if I can do 100 per planter, in this case, always think of the worst case scenario. 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just say we can do about 700 peppers to 800 peppers in just these planters right here. Then you go out through its full season. Now, before these peppers were put in here, these are torpedopots. They grow your food with no human intervention. So the first season we put tomatoes in these planters. We grew 700 tomatoes. The second season we'll put peppers in these planters. And hopefully we'll grow about 700 plus to 1,000 peppers out of these particular planters. What I normally do is I grow my peppers throughout the year. So this season right here that we have is the season that I just really unload and grow almost everything inside these pepper planters. And they do just fine. So all my peppers for the year are done now. I grow all of my organic peppers. So these torpedopot grows your food with no human intervention, and it's purely organic, which means that you do not have to add chemicals and fertilizers to your food. We supplement with organic materials, but we only do it, in this case for the peppers and the high volume that we have right now, maybe once every 10 days, I'll hit it with a supplement. And they do just fine. They do just fine. I don't like growing them in a dense environment like this, but like I said, Torpedopot's job is to grow your food. If your seeds can germinate, Torpedopot will grow your plants for you. And so I dropped it in there, and I did it haphazardly, so we have all types of small plants and everything else inside of here. But, it's not much of a problem for me, because I just come out and I just get what I can, and I just move on with whatever I have left. Daryl Addison, Torpedopot.com, where we grow your food with no human intervention. These peppers have been running by themselves, they'll be growing by themselves, they'll be feeding with my family by themselves, and we won't have to do anything at all. And that's the pleasure about being Torpedopot. Don't have to add synthetic fertilizers. You don't have to run underground water systems. The Torpedopot runs the whole system for you. With this planter, you will never ever have to water your plants again. As a matter of fact, we want to remove you from the watering process because a lot of you're unevenly watering your plants. You'll do good with some, you do bad with the others. You'll be deficient with some, you'll be fantastic with others. When we eliminate all of that in the process, you get a consistent growing all of the time. That means you get the same volume over and over and over again. It's precision growing like you've never seen it before. Now, I want you to see that we have a lot of pepper plants in this planter, but I want you to pay close attention. You don't see anything dying in this planter. There is no death in these planters. You see no pepper plant dying. And we're using a heavy volume, concentrated environment, and yet there is no death. And they're growing organically. Dude, who does that? Torpedopot is the only self-growing planter that grows your food without any human intervention. All you have to do is put your plants in or put your seeds in, you set it, you forget it, you walk away, you do nothing else. That's the pleasure and the benefit of Torpedopot. So that's what I want to get you guys on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dismount this camera and we're going to take a walk around and take a look at all these peppers and just to see what's going on. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so here we go. And this is what we want to take a look at. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So we have different types of peppers that we're growing. Jalapeno, California Wonder peppers, and the starting off of this is fantastic. I love what I'm seeing and how they're forming. So in this one plant, as I said, we may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 peppers coming off that one plant. And you start to see consistent results among so many of these peppers, and they're beautiful. Torpedopot grows your food for you with no human intervention. All you do is drop your seeds in, and it grows, and it does it so effectively. These are the cayenne, I think. And it does it so well. Set it and forget it. So all I have to do is set these planters and forget it. I don't have to do anything else. It grows everything for you with no human intervention. And it's so bushy and so beautiful. So bushy and so beautiful. And I can't wait for them to take off and start doing their wonderful thing. And they look good. They look good. I love the health. I love the strength. More importantly, I love the fact that you have peppers on these things. I do love this, and it is beautiful. This is the type of life that I want to lead, growing holistic food with no human intervention. That's where I want to be at. That's exactly where I want to be at. So I will have my peppers pretty soon. They will be doing me a huge favor by growing this food. And so we expect to grow lots and lots of peppers. Torpedopot is a self-growing flower pot that grows your peppers for you. You no longer have to do it anymore. It takes care of all of the growing process and pulls you out of the picture. So you don't have to be responsible for it anymore about any of the peppers dying or lack of growing or anything else. Okay, and this is just one. We grow tomatoes, we grow peppers, we grow onions, you name it, we grow it. We're growing over 108 plants in the back of the house right now. We've already grown from one planter, 42 cucumbers. And so we're on a roll here, but we do it every year. Why? Because we use Torpedopot. We consistently grow food without having to be there. We consistently produce food without having to worry about the problems that so many other people are dealing with. We don't have those problems at all. A lot of you went through the heat spell and your plants have died, but in my Torpedopot, nothing has died. I don't have to be just betwixt by coming outside and having to water my plants in extreme heat weather. I don't have that problem because they grow by themselves with no human intervention. I don't have to partake in it. It takes care of everything for me, and I do absolutely nothing. Even you see the bugs and things out here, I've only been out here for about 15, 20 minutes taking a video with you guys, and then I'm shooting back in the house. Sit down, relax, gotta work on my computer, take care of some business, and do what I have to do. I don't have to be out here turning the ground over, watering my plants, fertilizing, watching them dead, or putting an underground watering system so they can do it, or wheelbarrowing dirt over so I can take care of that stuff. No. Once I put it in this planter, I set it, and guess what? I forget it. And I want you to do the same thing. Darryl Addison, Torpedopot.com. Darryl Addison, Torpedopot.com. Thank you, guys.